Good morning. Can you see those beautiful clouds? It's been raining the last couple of days, which has been incredible. Look at this. Look at how many seeds are in there. I probably should have collected some before it rained, but oh well. I meant to make a video yesterday or even a couple of days ago. I've been meaning to take a video because now it's warmer, everything grows faster. Like, these are some tomato seedlings that I've actually taken out of the garden because they've just volunteered. And these are some I bought. I haven't planned it out yet. And these are actually the capsicum starts from ages ago. They're finally actually getting bigger. So that's really cool. See how much it rained? Look at this. That's really neat. Look how many leaves Figgy has now. I haven't seen any little fruit set yet, but we'll wait. Mulberries stopped fruiting. Just a couple of random ones left. That one's not really ready, but that's all the mulberries gone. But let me show you the garden. It's going to be a bit bright, sorry, because the sun's just coming up. Look at my poor sick tomatoes. Oh gosh, I just put in a lot of water. Poor sick tomatoes. This one looks okay. I don't know if I like growing tomatoes in containers. It's probably more because they're sick. See this? This was the white stuff that was on them when I first had them really little. I think this is the disease that's made them really sick and look like this. But like, there's still some fruit on there. Look at this one. I think this is that big weird caterpillar looking one. So that's alright. We'll still have some to eat. We did have one of these. It was a big one and it tasted really good. I actually preferred it over the yellow Dr. Witchies. Look, there's another one here. So I'll just let these ones ripen. We'll eat these ones, but I'm not pruning any more leaves because they have hardly any leaves left. And see up here, see all the blossoms, like they're falling off, like hardly any of them have actually, I don't know if any of those are actually going to set. So I think they were just sick, and so that's why they're dying, and that's why they haven't been setting fruit. And my nasturtium still looks alright. See, I trimmed it right back. Well, it's actually growing down again, but I trimmed it back to the top of the bed. These are all the zinnias along here. And the zucchini, the second zucchini came up. That's the first one. It's got little, there's little blossoms in here. That's where the zucchinis will come from. And the pink cushion flower, the stevia, the spring onion. It's a cucumber. It's grown a little bit. It doesn't get a whole lot of sun though. And I did sow some more cucumber seeds there, so waiting for them to come up. Oh look! It's a little flower. I don't think you call that escape. Garlic escape. But yeah, there's a little flower coming up from the spring onion. Hey, look, these are the melons. Golden midget watermelon. And that tiny one over there. I also think that sun is something that's stopping them, because these poor things don't only get sun when direct sunlight when it's right sort of above them, because they've got the spring onions, and the beans look amazing. Beans were one of my favourite things in summer. Look, I've got flowers. Aren't they pretty? Look, they just fill out this bed so nicely. The beautiful purple flowers that they've got. So this side, this is the dragon's tongue, and the other side, they're contender. So they're green beans, and these are we just eat them. We pretty much eat them fresh, or you can blanch them a little bit as well. These dragon's tongue ones are the ones that have the streaky purple streaks on them. The kale looks really good. I can't tell if it's going to seed or not. I haven't been eating off this one as much as I should be. But it still tasted good so far. There's a lot more aphids I'm finding in there. Well, not like heaps, but I'm also on the lower leaves, which I was surprised because aphids usually go after the fresh young leaves. I'm just trying to look. Oh yeah, see if I can show you. Just squishing it. So I just pulled out the very middle of where it's growing. You won't be able to tell because it's all squished up, but there are some grey aphids in amongst all that. And my bonus lettuce, little capsicums. Oh, I pulled them out the other day. They were going to seed and I need to put them in the compost. And these polar bear zinnias, look, they're starting to get flower heads. And the marigolds here. These ones are really interesting. Like they've got their own separate flowers around them. I think this was one that I saw some growing out when I was going for a walk, and there was a dry flower head, and so I took the seeds of them because they looked really interesting. So yeah, look how this has been so small for ages, and we've had more sun and some rain now, and look how big it is. And look at that. I did not expect it to be that big. It's massive. This is the poppy. I can see lots of bees around it. This is just Flanders poppy. So it's red. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And we've got lots of the petals have fallen off. And then you're left with this, which will be the seed head. There are actually strawberries hiding under here, which are getting a bit smothered. Once the poppies finish flowering, then I will trim it back or cut it out. It's going a bit, it's all squishy from too much rain and being stuck down there. Just got pretty much one garlic left. I did actually pull a lot of the garlic out. I didn't do too great because they're all just tiny like this. This is a tomato that a worm had gotten into. But yeah, they're all really quite small. So this is my last garlic, which hopefully I might get something off of that. So we'll see. I still have to wait a couple of months. So these will get a lot bigger when this is gone as well because it's shaded out. This one is, I think this is a white squash. The white, like the scallop bush squash. And this is the green one. They're looking really good. These beans, I think they're getting eaten by something. But they're okay, I think. Extra bit of grass. That's another bean sprouted there. So these ones are, we've got aphids or something. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of aphids. Just gonna pull them all off. I think they're aphids. It's hard to see. Yeah, they're all black aphids. So they're looking pretty good. Not too many aphids on them. We'll just have to keep an eye on them though, because they can build up really quickly. So these ones will climb up. They're the red noodle bean. And so the pods are supposed to be like 30 centimeters long. So they're for growing up the trellis here. These are sunflowers. Look at them looking so pretty. I feel so solid. There are more sunflowers under there, but again, they're shaded out by the poppy. Oh, and you can see over there. I didn't really show you it. This is the watermelon radish that I let go to seed. I had to tie it up again more look at all the seed pods. Oh, these are seed pods. But I have to see. This one's covered in grey aphids. I keep pulling off the bits that are infested by aphids and just like squishing them on the ground to try and keep their population down, because they can spread to the rest of the garden. So like this one is actually infesting a lot. Let's see if I can break it. It's hard when it's so strong. Because I have so many seed pods, a little bit doesn't matter. But I can see a fair few, so I'll have to come back and try and fix that. But yeah, like there's a lot. Yeah, that's really neat. I have to wait for this to completely die though, to then dry up and collect the seeds out of. So I'm just letting it run its course, and the flowers are still really good for the bees and pollinators. Mandy looks nice, got a spider living with it, but there's a lot of fruit set, which is pretty cool. This is the first year that Mandy has set fruit, so hoping that we actually get some of that. Some of them just haven't kept. There's a few that have fallen off. Over in the raised bed gardens, well, the other raised bed gardens, here's some of the potatoes. These ones, I think they've got something called early blight, which makes them sick, but they're still living at the moment, so I'm keeping them there. I haven't really been able to see what's attacking them. They've had some weird ladybugs on them that are really big. Oh, there's one. I don't know if these are the 28 spotted ladybugs that are actually a pest and not a help. That one there. It's got a lot of dots. I think I saw her eating stuff. So it could be her. But yeah, we'll see. Might still get something out of that. And then these ones, I think they got shaded out a bit too. It's all learning for planning for next time, because these have taken so long to grow, because they've been shaded out by the potato plants there. I can see on this one, which you won't be able to see very well, but there's lots of, it looks like a lot of aphids all up in there. There's ants crawling all over it. It's kind of like not too bad actually to have aphids attacking like non-edible plants in the garden, because then the food that you want to eat should do okay. Like that's sort of the whole idea of companion planting, is that if you get pests then they will attack these, which I want it to grow because it's a cute little flower, but if it keeps them off some of my other plants that produce food, then well, it's doing essentially what I want it to do. These are the other potatoes that look, the leaves and the structure looks like a fair bit different. Like see how much taller they are, whereas these ones sort of went out and wide. They're different. That's a Pontiac potato, and this one's King Edward. So they're different colours as well. That one's red and I think this one's white. These cucumbers though have done amazing. These are a bush cucumber, and look how like they've gotten so big the last couple of days, and so has the dill. This was the dill that I thinned out to one plant, and it's like done amazing. And these sunflowers are epic. They're like half the size of me nearly. Like this comes to my waist. These are really cool. These are Black Russian. So you're not supposed to really, well, they're not intended to be planted this close together, but I decided I would to see what it would look like. They might just not get as tall as if they were spaced further apart. They can get to like 12 feet tall, but I'm really keen to see them flowering. And the corn, oh my gosh, that's the first one I've seen to set. This is a blue jade corn, so there's that first one. And see the tassels are coming out. They've still got a bit of like blue streakiness on them. So these are the ones that are supposed to get 4 feet tall. I think this might be about 4 feet, the top of this bit. But yeah, they're looking really good. And this is one lonely Black Russian sunflower that I planted by itself to see how tall it would get. And then the back behind it is all of the tomatoes. So you can see they look a bit sick too. I do need to tie up the tops of them again. But like some of them are getting pretty big, which is pretty neat. I don't think it's really worth pruning any more of these leaves either, because I've pruned all the bottom leaves, and there's not many top leaves left, so I don't want to defoliate it because then it doesn't have any way to get energy. This one I'm really excited about. So this is Dr. Witchy's, but this is the one that has like random, like sort of these heart-shaped fruit, but they're supposed to look like these bumpy ones, like they're supposed to look more like that, but they're this round one. But it's been really good, and like it has been healthier than these ones, so that like it's set more fruit down the bottom than some of those ones did. And then this one, that's a Dr. Witch's as well, I think. I've got a bag around to try and protect it from fruit fly. I think I've showed you guys, I don't remember. But in here, oh man, dang it, I can see there's one on it. There are so many fruit flies in there. They're all male fruit flies. Oh no, there's water in there, it's like a soup, gross. There's a lure that attracts them and kills them in there. You can also see there's a redback in there. Oh my gosh, guys. The basil looks really good. That's just the sweet basil, purple basil. The only one that hasn't come up yet is the Tulsi, which is another kind of basil. More sweet basil. So again, you can see something's eating the basil here, chewing off the leaves, which is fine because I have heaps of basil, but I don't want the pest to be eating my other fruit. So more purple basil down there, it's pretty small. And still waiting for the Tulsi, and then some more sweet basil. It's growing really fast. You can see the tomatoes are all like leaning over because they've reached the top now. Even this one I need to tie up a bit more. And this poor one. This one has split. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just going to top it. Oh, it smells really good. So this one should be tied up like that. Just haven't done that yet. So this was just a quick mid-month tour. It's the actually it's the 25th of October now. I meant to do one like a week ago. But so this is what it looks like now. And I'll bring you back in November to show you what it looks like then.